Our next guest allegedly got his distinctive nickname as a child, and it's too late to do anything about it now. He played college football at LSU, was a first-round pick in 1999. Apparently had a long, productive NFL career and won a couple of Super Bowls. But every story we can find out about him now focuses on that sideline contraption that blocks everybody's view who sits behind him. Please welcome the man who sits in the Booger Mobile, Booger McFarland.
I love it.
Booger looks like he can still play.
What's going on, DP?
Hi, Booger. You look like you could still play a little bit.
The key word is look. I can't, though.
You couldn't give me a couple
No,
plays.
I got one snap left in me.
That's it.
That's it.
What was the most you ever weighed?
335.
Where are you now?
281.
Now, is that good?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
That's like 50 pounds. When's the
Yeah.
last time you lost 50 pounds?
But I didn't have 50 pounds to lose.
Right, I get it. But yeah, it's great for me because making a lifestyle change, because I started eating a lot of meat and a lot less sweets.
But also, there's been stories about guys when you're done with football,
Right.
you add weight.
Correct.
I mean, some guys lose weight.
Yeah.
But, there are stories where guys are getting close to 400 pounds here.
Yeah, so I played my last year in India about 310. And then I hurt my knee, rehab, came back, didn't want to sign with the Oakland Raiders. So now I get out of the game and I gained 20 pounds because you're still eating the same way, but you're not doing the same type of work on a day in and day out basis. And then on top of that, you stand up late at night. I'm an Oreo guy, okay? Oreos and golden Oreos too, by the way. So golden Oreos and Nutter Butter cookies, my weakness. That's what I said. Ooh, yeah, it's rough. And you just keep doing that, and then you get kids, and they like honey buns, and now the honey buns become part of the Oreos and Nutter Butters, and 335 becomes pretty quick,
But it is weird. Like Joe Thomas, I saw him, and Joe looks good. He's lost weight. Certain guys, they're able to lose weight. But, I wonder about that with these guys who
Those guys probably had a hard time keeping weight on.
Okay.
And so, some guys have to eat 5 and 6 meals a day just to stay at weight. If they only ate normal meals, like 3 meals and a snack or two, they'd lose weight. I never had that problem.
Are we still, it feels like we're not developing great offensive linemen the way we once to because of spread offenses. Yep. And the offensive linemen who come into the NFL aren't ready for the NFL because they played a different system in college.
I completely agree. And what's happening now is the NFL is morphing into the college system.
Yeah.
And so at some point, I think we're going to get further and further away from developing the Alan Fanecas of the world. Like, we're not going to get back to that point anymore because the quarterbacks are changing. Think about what they're doing in Baltimore. Baltimore is getting rid of Joe Flacco, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, to morph into Lamar Jackson and a band of misfits that we're going to run around and we're going to run the football 9 times out of 10.
Would you do it?
No, because I don't think it's going to work. The NFL has always been built on the quarterback position having the ability to distribute the football from the pocket. Stop staring at my finger. It's crooked. I know it.
I know.
But stop staring at it, though.
Okay.
I'm trying to give serious analysis here, and you're staring at my finger.
Well, what do you want me to look at?
Well, just look at the audience. Seriously, every time I say something, you're like,
Well, your hands are all screwed up.
First of all, my hands are not screwed up. This hand is perfect. I have I have 3 fingers that are good.
I'm not allowed to look at it. Am I allowed to look at it now?
No, I'm showing the audience. I only have 2 fingers that are bad. So 8 out of 10, that's 80%. Seriously.
Yeah.
But back to my original point.
No, it was a great Joe Flacco take, and I guess I screwed it up because I made.
Now, I don't think it's going to work in Baltimore.
Okay.
I don't. No, you can look at me now, though. Seriously.
Okay. All right, good. No, whenever I'm around linemen, first thing I notice their hands.
Yeah.
Because there's some ones that go in directions that they shouldn't go in.
Battle scars, man. That's how it is. The wounds. And I remember it. So this is 1998. We're playing Alabama.
Yeah.
Sean Alexander.
Yeah.
And I dislocated both of them, but this one was dislocated. And the trainer says, come in the training room tomorrow. We'll put a little splint on it. But I mean, I'm 19 years old. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to walk around LSU. I'm already a little short, fat guy with an afro. I don't want to walk around campus with 2 metal things on my fingers. It's going to just look odd. So I didn't wear it, and that's what happened. This is 2001, I think. Emmitt Smith got caught in the jersey, and I looked down, it's going that way. And it's the only time I played against Emmitt and Troy. And there's no way I was coming out of that game because the Cowboys were my team growing up. Oh. I grew up in North Louisiana.
Yeah.
And so I'm only 4 hours from Dallas. So I was going back in that game without a doubt.
Who are you often mistaken for?
Two people, Marcus Spears and Charles Barkley.
Okay.
Yeah. Marcus Spears is because we both went to LSU. We both kind of ball. And Charles Barkley for about 3 reasons. One, we're ball. We're bigger. We have that Southern dialect. And in my early golf days, our swing was, I'm not going to say similar, but people would get it confused.
Wait, were you that bad?
Yeah, because I was still just learning how to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I think the last reason is people love Charles because Charles comes on TV and he's the same way that he is off television. He speaks his mind. He tells it how it is. And that's kind of the way I grew up.
Well, I
My
was
mother
wondering
raised me
if that, there's certain guys who are influencers.
Yeah.
There's going to be a wave of people trying to find the next Tony Romo.
Correct.
Chris Berman with what he did. Bob. There's guys, and I was curious as an analyst, who is the guy that maybe has influenced you the most in what you do?
It's probably been a combination of 2 people. I think Troy Aikman, I love Troy's style because it's simplistic, it's effective, it's easily digestible. And I love Charles Barkley, what he does, because he's relatable. And I think when you can combine those things, people at home can say, you know what, I can see myself talking to this guy. You're doing it again. I can see myself talking to this guy at a bar about football. And to me, that's easily relatable. And the people are like, okay, I can be friends with that guy. And so to me, that's what I try to be like.
And it's hard to do that when somebody says be yourself.
Yeah.
You don't know who yourself is when you're on TV.
It's a comfort level. There's a nervousness that you get when you go on the field for the first time. The very first time you go on television, there's some butterflies.
Now, is the Booger Mobile back next year?
I don't know. We've had early conversations. If I had to bet, I would probably lean toward no, but I'm not in that final decision-making process.
But you guys sounded better when you were in the booth.
Yeah.
You did. You made Witten sound better when you're in the booth.
I think it's no different than you and I having this conversation face-to-face.
Yeah.
And the audience can see me as opposed to if I were on a big, giant screen and you're talking and there's a half-second delay and we're trying to do all that. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
FaceTime is great until you can actually hug your kids. Then it's not good. You'd rather be in a room with them. And so I think it's the same way. He's
Booger McFarland, part of the Mothership's Monday Night Football team, part of ESPN Live and SportsCenter coverage all week long. You can be Ndamukong Suh or Aaron Donald. Now, you got to put pressure on Brady, which is easier said than done.
Right.
But how do you got pressure on yourself of putting pressure on Brady, because if you don't get it, he's going to kill you.
If I could be either one of those guys this week, I'd want to be Ndamukong Suh. So I played with Warren Sapp. I think Warren Sapp is the best, maybe at worst, second best defensive tackle ever to play the game behind John Randall. His words, not mine, so I'm going to agree with him. There's going to be a lot of attention paid to Aaron Donald. Belichick people always say, well, he takes what you do best and takes it away. Well, don't most coaches? Shouldn't most coaches do that?
Yeah.
And so Bill's not going to allow Aaron to wreck this game. Last time that the Patriots and Rams played, Aaron Donald had 3 tackles, 1 quarterback hit. He was a non-factor. That was December 2016. I think you're going to see a similar production sheet. He's a better player. Bill's a better coach. Shaq Mason is a better guard. So now, you can't double everybody. So who gets the one-on-ones? Fowler, he's going against a guy that's 6'8" and like a mountain at left tackle. So the guy that has to be dominant is Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah.
He's going to get one-on-one blocks. And for all the things that we made out of him coming out of Nebraska, should have won the Heisman, he's been a dominant player. By and large, I've been disappointed with his career because I think it should have been better. Now, the last couple of weeks, he has turned it on, and when he turns it on, he is a son of a gun. He is tough to deal with. He's got to be that way Sunday. If he's that way, I don't think that the Patriots can block that front 4. But it's on Ndamukong Suh, not Aaron Donald.
He can change his entire career perception in one day.
Yeah.
If he won the Super Bowl, if he was a big reason why they won the Super Bowl, we'll look at him differently.
3 sacks, forced fumble, and we forget about the personal foul. We forget about some of the dumb plays that he's made. We forget about kind of how he forced his way out of Detroit a little bit, and he becomes a hero. We remember people that win on Sunday.
Yeah.
We don't remember the loser. Yeah. And I think that's the mindset that players have to have going into this game. The game's the same. It's 60 minutes. But it's the hoopla around the game that's going to change, and the team that makes it more normal and goes out and performs the best, I think is going to win. And I'm going to lean toward the Rams right now just because I have faith that the Ndamukong Suh I've seen the last 2 weeks, I'm going to see. And I can't see the Todd Gurley I've seen for the last month. I think Todd Gurley is going to show back up, who's been one of the more productive players, the most productive running back in the league the last 2 years.
Can you get into Jared Goff's head as a veteran defensive lineman, and here he is, big stage, young quarterback?
Not as a veteran defensive lineman, but as a veteran coordinator. Jared Goff and Sean McVay have this relationship. And it started, after Jeff Fisher just screwed Goff's head up. Shame on Jeff Fisher. Because he had us thinking that Jared Goff was the bust. And now comes Sean McVay, says, okay, I'm going to help you. My job as a coach is to help you. We're going to get to the line of scrimmage quickly. The play clock or the player, the coach communication cuts off at 15. They're at the line of scrimmage at 25. He's still talking to Jared in his head. I'm helping you decipher what's out there. That's helped him become a better quarterback. Now, bring in Bill Belichick. When Belichick knows everything about McVay, because the last time Belichick faced McVay, he crushed it. McVay said, I learned a lot that day about coaching and putting players in the right position. So to your question, can defensive linemen get in Jared Goff's head? No, but Belichick can, because the worst thing a quarterback wants to see is a picture that tells a lie. Because when they break the huddle, they want to see the picture that tells the truth. Well, Belichick's not going to show him that. And most good coordinators don't show you the same picture. They're going to show you a lie, and then how fast can you process the lie as a play snaps and move forward? To me, that'll be the key for Jared Goff.
When's the last time you popped somebody?
Popped, as in hit?
Yeah.
We have this thing on Monday night where we kind of hit each other a little bit. Like, we kind of slap each other. Not in the face, but on the chest.
You and Witten?
Me and Witten and Tess. Tess doesn't like it because he's a smaller one of us.
He's soft.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say he's soft. He's just a little lighter. I mean, Witten's 260, I'm 280. And so kind of physical dudes.
Like, Paulie, stand up and let Booger pop you like he does Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, come here.
Now? Like now, today?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, we don't want to do it during the commercial break.
Yeah. Just see how it feels.
Yeah, so, I mean, just to give you an example, it'll be something like this. Like, we'll have a conversation and we're talking.
Okay.
Game time. Come on, let's go.
But turn sideways.
Oh, man.
It's more, no, seriously, move your hand. It's more like this.
Okay.
Move the hand. I'm not going to hit you. I promise you.
I've got kids.
How
about the back?
I have two. No, it doesn't sound as good. Turn around. Put your hand down. Man, no, turn back this way. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
That's how it is. Except normally.
See you, Paulie.
I like it.
Good night, Paulie.
Normally the guy doesn't know it's coming, and so you get a broad chest. And there's nothing like caving in a broad chest.
What about a concave chest? He doesn't really have a chest there, Booger.
Yeah, I mean, he has something there.
He's soft.
By the way, as I was waiting to come on the show,
Yeah.
I heard two words, Traeger and meat.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I'm cooking it.
I don't smell anything. Good meat.
It's outside.
Can you bring it inside?
They told me I had to cook it outside. I can get you a to-go plate of brisket.
It's no fun. Brisket is better hot, fresh off the grill.
It'll be outside.
Yeah, but I wanted to give you a critique as I'm eating the brisket while we're doing this interview. The reason people love your show is because...
There's Chad right there cooking the brisket.
I like it.
As we speak.
I
And
love
Chad looks like he eats brisket.
How can you tell?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to get you brisket in the break, and you can have it to go. Okay?
I like it.
No, I give you parting gifts.
I appreciate that.
There's no other show giving you brisket.
No, there's not too many other shows that's cooking either.
That's true. And we cook in more ways than one. He's Booger McFarland. A great listen to you on Monday Night Football.
Thank you, sir.
And I hope you get into the booth because I think the team sounds better.
I appreciate
There's
that.
camaraderie there. Booger will be doing the Super Bowl for ESPN Australia and New Zealand, part of ESPN's NFL Live and Sports Center coverage.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.